Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We had a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
The Texas Rangers win the World Series.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip?
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off set.
This is a cool night or what?
Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
And
Speak we will. Hi. It's another episode of Your Dark Companion. Yes, it is. Glad you're with us. I'm Mike. And this is the 6th of October today. And this is episode number 160.
160 big ones.
Boy, we are stacking them deep and selling them cheap around here.
Mount 160 big ones.
That's right. Not 160 big ones. That's what we're trying to scale today. Well, we have the whole crew in here. Shoopy is here. Ashley is here. Becca's around here somewhere.
Yeah, she helped Grego.
And today, I don't know who I should introduce first. You?
Oh, I've got no
opinion. Or your
opinion.
shotgun rider.
I've got no opinion.
No, he has no opinion.
Well,
That's not good for
I
this
think
show.
the conversation is going to lead me more to you. So let me just say
Sure.
that
Yeah.
a YDC veteran, Max Hartman,
Yes, sir.
is in here today for this.
Mike, Shoopy, how y'all doing?
Good to be here.
Great to be here.
Good to be with you.
Here we are in the den. What do we call this room? The den of sin?
The
or
wolf
iniquity?
den.
The wolf den?
Yeah.
The
den of
mothership?
sin.
I like it.
The nurturing biosphere of the mothership.
Feels nurturing.
Yes, it does. Now, there's another guy here. And I must go through the process of how I learned about this before we bring him on.
This guy's deal.
Yeah, I thought out what this guy's, or I wondered what this guy's deal is. And we're going to find out because, you know, it's almost time for the NBA to get going. It's almost time for Mavericks basketball to begin. And I am very, very curious about what the fan base is going to be like. Because I don't know if you guys remember this, but toward the end of last season, something pretty big happened.
What's that?
Somebody was sent away in the middle of the night. In the middle of a weekend night, no less. In the news business, they call that a news dump because they're trying to get it out there, but they don't want anybody to know about it. They don't want to make it a big deal. They don't want to have to do a press conference. They don't want reporters coming around and asking questions or anything. Just put it out there. It's happening. Now let's move on. That's the best case scenario for the late night weekend news dump. Unfortunately, they kind of got away with it. And it was nowhere near, I would submit, as big a deal as it would have been had it happened at a normal time. We are speaking of the dismissal of Luka Doncic from the Dallas basketball Mavericks to the mighty Lakers. And I'm very, very curious about how this is going to play with the fan base and how they're going to act next year. Because by the time it happened, there were, a dozen or so games left in the regular season. Season was almost over, and, you know, they thought, let's just get to the end of the year any way we can. It'll all go away. Well, it didn't go away, and for my money, this is the most treasonous, most disastrous thing that we've ever had in sports here in our fair burg. I mean, I can't think of anything bad that's happened that's bigger than this. Now, you may say winning a Super Bowl, fine. You may say winning a World Series, fine. Or a Stanley Cup, or an NBA Finals. That's all well and good. None of that's like this. Mm-hmm. So it was that last week, I came across a story somewhere about how there was going to be a play.
A play.
A theatrical play, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
About the trade of Luka Doncic.
So great.
And after I regained my footing,
Yeah.
I thought, okay, let's find this guy and see if we can get him on. Well, we found this guy. That guy is Matt Lyle. He is right there.
Hello.
Sitting
Matt
next
Lyle.
to Max.
Yes.
That's right. He's this
Yeah.
one.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Yeah. It's exciting and surreal to be talking to you. I remember the first moment I heard your voice on the radio pretty clearly, and now 20 whatever years later, we're talking about the
Boy,
Mavs.
I guess that's your catastrophic moment, huh?
Yeah, that was a critical complication in my life that led me to this moment.
That's right.
Which I'm glad for. A lot of bad stuff happened along the way ahead of time, but
Well, maybe some good stuff's happening
now we're here. Yeah.
That's right.
How do you two know each other?
We met doing a play called Barbecue Apocalypse that Matt wrote. And it's basically these group of people have a barbecue in their backyard, and then the apocalypse happens. And so we have intermission, and then we come back for now it's a year later.
Post-apocalypse, yeah.
And who's survived well in that environment and who maybe wasn't quite prepared. And as you might guess, I played this cocky, rich douchebag.
Yeah.
And so he didn't do so hot.
What do you
as
mean
a
you played him?
survivalist. I acted in the. Yeah, okay.
He went in front of a crowd of people.
I'm joking.
Easy. That was easy. I walked
joking.
right into that one. But yeah, so it was one of the funniest productions I've ever been a part of. And I mean, it's hard to predict that you're always going to get laughs, and you kind of can't approach it like that because you never know. But that was a show in which every single night, every punchline just landed like an easy little pitch. It was just softballs. And so he really set me up, and as the writer of the play, that was one of the funniest.
You could have ruined it.
I might have ruined it.
That's a fact, but you did not. You made it better.
Yeah,
That's when you know you got somebody good to work with. When
Yeah.
it sets you up like that.
And I keep going back to the well. I mean, you weren't available for this Luka Doncic thing. 'Cause
Right.
You would have played.
I would have played which character?
Nico. No, you would not have
Not
played.
Nico Harris. I look a lot like
I don't know, but I did check in right away. 'Cause
That's
you're
true,
on
that's
my
true.
Extremely short list of people.
Oh, I
But-
love it. We've done several plays of his that he's been developing, and so we'll do a reading. Maybe not a big public thing, but so I've been a part of a few of those. So it's always a good time. It's very very funny.
All right, now I want to start with the very genesis of this for you.
Yep.
What was your reaction when you heard about the trade? Where were you? What were you doing? How'd you hear?
It was close to midnight. My wife was asleep already. I was basically, it was as I put my phone on the nightstand for the night, plugged it in, and it lit up. And I thought, well, is this a Amber Alert or
Right.
what? But it was a lot worse.
Almost.
Than that. No. But I picked it up, and it was maybe midnight whenever I saw it. It was the WFAA alert, and I didn't go to bed until 3 a.m. I was one of the people that had to see, is this real? They had to follow up with tweets afterwards. Yes, we've not been hacked. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened in the history of the NBA. And I have three things in my life: my wife and my daughter, and Mavericks basketball, that I rank at the top. Not necessarily in that order. So, at midnight that night, it just all blew up. And Matt Coleman, who is my best friend, he would make fun of me for calling him that. I guess he'll see this, yeah. But he was best man at my wedding. We've known each other for 20 years. He's a novelist, great comedy writer as well. And I texted him, what the fuck?
You can say that here.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
And maybe 20 other texts, but he was asleep. He didn't get them till the next morning. But at midnight, I tried to go to bed, woke up, and had some drinks afterwards. And,
Right.
And I was emotional about it.
When did
Yeah,
you
it's
finally
messed up.
believe that this was really going to happen?
Oh, that it had happened?
Yeah.
I mean, it was that night. You know, once you do the research,
Yeah,
and
it
you're
was
like,
like
and
11:30
Shams is like, yes, I've not been hacked. I know it sounds ridiculous.
This is
but
real.
This is real. It doesn't sound real, but it's
And to
absolutely
the
real.
Lakers of all. I mean,
And to the
that's
Lakers,
just,
which is like the insult to, to the whole
that's
thing.
what made my stomach turn. I was at the GOAT, the GOAT Blues Bar, and anyway, I found out, and I just looked at my phone, and then I looked across the bar, and somebody was like, "What did you just see?" I was like, "Just open up your phone," and he opened it up, and his eyes lit up, and he was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, so we all just
There was a lot of
everybody
that's in the
looking
play,
at
too,
each
the
other
what the
like,
fuck
"What
moment.
in the what?" Well,
That sounds like my own story. I was at the landing,
Yeah,
Okay.
and I just happened to pick up my phone, and I saw it,
you just go.
and I didn't know what to, I mean.
Anthony
I put the
Davis.
phone down and just thought, what?
How?
This can't be right.
No.
So I started scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, looking for something to say.
Looking for doom.
To say you've been had.
Yeah.
This is not happening. And I probably did it for 5 or 10 minutes and just doing this without looking up.
Right.
And then I looked up, and there were about 6 or 7 people standing around watching me doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like did you do this?
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, did you know anything about this? No, I didn't know anything
I don't
about
know
it.
anything about it.
It's crazy.
It was so
they didn't
insane,
ask you.
and for street clothes of all people too. No, but I just like,
Yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Data Davis.
he's a great player.
Data
but
Davis.
It was all just very hurtful. So right away, the next day, Matt and I, who co-wrote the show, Matt Coleman, this is our second play that we've co-written together. He and I got together, talked about. I mean, I'd say maybe a month later, I had the idea. Let's use our pain. and let's see if we can get some kind of
comedy.
closure in comedy on that. Yeah.
So a month-
like tragedy plus time equals comedy or whatever.
Right.
So a month later, you come up with the idea of let's
Yep.
do a play about
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Did you have any idea how that might go, or did you know who was going to play Brad Davis or anything like that?
Brad Davis is not represented, though. That I feel like I might have missed
Missed
something
opportunity
there.
on
Bring
Brad
Shoopy in
Davis.
for that.
Crap. No, pretty much right away I knew. So there's an aspect to it that if you're new to the theater, it's like a Greek tragedy, like Oedipus. Or something like that, where it's a parody. It's making fun of the whole thing, but
That's kind of your setup, though. It's
that's the
as
setup.
if it's a Greek tragedy.
It's a Greek tragedy.
Okay.
Where,
And what does that include?
where
Does that have like a chorus?
It has a
and
tragic
everything?
hero,
Okay.
Nico Harrison. It has a Greek chorus that speaks that are basically represent the fans.
Okay.
And then it goes wildly from
Weird.
there. It's one of these like unpredictable from scene to scene, I'd say, type of thing. But yeah, I knew right away that it was a tragedy, and there was a point where there's a point in every play, those old plays like that, and of course it's modern language and everything. But there's a point where the gods come and save the hero, who is really the villain of the story. And that was them getting the number one draft pick at the last second, which we're 3/4 of the way through the play, and
Deus
again
ex
I got a thing saying the Mavs have in their 2% chance to get the number one pick, and I thought, is the play ruined? Wait, no, we've already set it up that he gets saved at the end from
Right, he gets saved
from the
by the
gods
gods.
by
Deus ex
contrived,
machina.
yeah, Deus ex machina,
the
by a
machine.
contrived plot point,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a kind of a pulls no punches parody of the whole situation.
Yeah, and I say this for Matt's comedy writing. And I don't know about his partner, but I'm assuming they're
he's
both.
all right. Okay.
Yeah. No, but I just know it's always an unpredictable, wild ride. I mean, I've seen plays that I did not participate in, but like one was Big Scary Animals, Cedar Springs, or renamed Big Scary Animals.
Yeah.
About this like real conservative religious couple that moves into an apartment on Cedar Springs, not realizing it's
accidentally.
the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then their neighbors are these really friendly gay couple, and they try to, be real sweet and welcoming, and they get all confused. And it was one of the funniest nights I've ever. I cried laughing.
There's a lot of truth in those moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is at Theater 3, right?
Yeah,
where
Theater
it's being
3.
produced?
Yeah, we open, October 9th is the previews, so I'm on my night off right now. We'll go back to rehearsals tomorrow night and start having audiences on Thursday, and then opening night is the big thing on Monday night the 13th, and it runs through the November the 2nd.
How do you feel about it?
I don't know.
It's tough to put you on this, but at this point in the rehearsal process is where it feels like everything is kind of.
I've seen it a million times. I wrote the damn thing. I've seen, but yeah, the actors are fantastic and having a great time, and I feel good about an audience.
What kind of reaction did you get when you started blowing this idea by people in the theater scene?
I can't believe you pulled it off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a little
bit of
theater
to do a play about a basketball player. I mean, you know what I mean? They've done, like Debbie Does Dallas. There's a version of that. Yeah. It's not the pornography production, but there's a musical. So there have been.
They're at Theater 3. They're particularly bold in their stepping outside and saying, like, you haven't written it yet, but here's an idea. We have a slot open in the fall, kind of by happenstance. Something fell through.
Kind of right around the time of basketball starting up.
Yeah. So I pitched it and and heard back, hey, maybe that sounds like a good idea. And then about a month later, heard back that, hey, can you start writing right away? And I've gotten good at writing very quickly for things. That's part of my
crazy part
of my daily gig. Yeah. So, but usually like plays sit for years and never get done.
Now,
so to write one in April and May and get it done in the fall is totally different.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I thought that
how could he have written
a play that turned into reality was the result of years and years of painstaking work and starting over and trying this, trying that. Let's do this. Let's end it like that. And
we did some of that. We just shortened the window by quite a bit. So I write regularly for a licensing company, and I have gotten with a deadline and there's a paycheck at the end of it, that will speed you up. And
those ideas come quick.
Yeah, they sure do.
And you're pretty pleased with them.
So I knew that we could accomplish it, and we had a good concept from the beginning, and having a partner helps too. Somebody you can really talk things through and bounce things off of.
Is it just you, the two of you working on this?
Yeah.
How big is the cast?
6 total.
Actors playing multiple.
There's Nico. Quentin Jones playing Nico, who's fantastic.
Okay.
Brian Gonzalez is kind of the narrator of the story, and then a cast of 4 people who play lots of different characters: Mark Cuban and all the
Luka
and Patrick Dumont and all the people that you would expect would show up. Patrick Dumont is an extremely unique.
Do they get the look
representation?
No, it's not so much about
Yeah, it's something else entirely.
Kind of a goofy look. There was when they first kind of showed up on the scene. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of what's his name's kid from the Raiders that has the wacky haircut.
Mark Davis.
Kind of had that kind of goofy look going on.
He's very Mark Davis, but there's more, and I better not say what the more is.
He is represented by a giant puppet. I'll tell you that, like a 9 foot tall puppet.
Oh,
sweet.
God.
Yeah. So
puppets.
Shoopy's
excited, and he didn't know there were going to be puppets.
Puppets,
I want this. Hey,
hey,
I like puppets.
Yeah.
So now you are taking one of the biggest biggest sports catastrophe that we have ever had in our Fairburg, and you're making something funny out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it hurts along the way too. That it definitely minds that pain.
See, if you'd only been here when Tom Landry got fired, you could have done something on jocks and socks and everything else. And
I was, but I was a kid. I was a kid.
You were a child.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were children.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody, well, not everybody, but there are those who sort of expected that to happen.
Yeah. This was not
because the team was in decline, and it was pretty clear to everybody who was around at the time that he was not going to be the guy to turn things around.
Right.
And I don't know where I was going with that, but
that was how secretive Luka's trade was compared to that.
Yeah,
that's
the thing. That's the thing.
His complete bomb dropped.
Yeah.
I don't think if if he had shared the idea with more people, I think he would have gotten more pushback. Don't you think?
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. That's why they
Nico,
kept it secret, which is, the scene at Ascension Coffee between him and Rob Pelinka is in there. I mean, it's like a fake documentary. I don't know the inside of any of these conversations, but we kind of come through the side door to the, whatever, makes them look worse. But, if you want to chant Fire Nico, that's a good place to do it that night. There's a couple of opportunities for that.
Yeah, people seem to like to do that.
Yeah, it's liberating for sure.
Do you think we're at a place as a sports populace around here where people are ready to laugh at this?
I hope so. Yeah.
Please
Kinda
tell me
not.
yes.
I think so.
hope so.
I think so. It's satire, so it's not celebrating it. It's kind of like I said, it's using the pain and I guess rage that popped up out of, but yes, and mining that.
Now, do you think
satirical voice for
how many people have kind of said, well, I mean, he did kind of always get injured and he complained to the refs. Yeah. Did he have many actual detractors?
Hello.
That were like,
hello.
Yeah?
I would be one.
Yeah.
I will say that I would see you on Twitter all the time saying he's not sticking around.
Yeah.
And I would say, stop it,
Michael.
I was told
I will not put a heart on that.
I've stayed with it from day one until the end that he was not going to stay.
But you were right.
And I was right.
You were
right. Not expecting like that.
I didn't think it was going to happen this way.
No.
I figured that the natural course of somebody going from one team to another would take place, and he would leave here as a free agent, sign with the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's what I thought would happen.
Can't believe it happened.
I still can't believe it happened.
I know.
Yeah.
Now Luka's about to go on Hot Ones. The hot wing eating
Has
interview
that not
show.
come out yet?
Oh, yeah.
I knew
It
that he
comes
was
out, I
doing
think, on Thursday. Yeah.
I like the hot
But
pepper. I like the pepper.
Luka's going to be doing that.
Yeah, he's really putting
Very
himself
hot.
out there
Yeah.
in a
He's
way
having
that he
fun.
never
He's
did
been
for
on like
in LA.
GQ and
Yeah.
Men's
Yeah, and
Fitness
he's got
or
himself
something.
in shape and everything, they say.
He looks pretty
He's
good.
looking Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's definitely,
He's doing all the things out there that he never would here.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't have Whataburger out there, so,
That's right.
Just in and out.
Yeah, just in and out.
Yeah.
I like
Which
the
is fine.
hamburger. I like cheeseburger. I like to play basketball and this cheeseburger. That's a decent looking. I don't know.
Yeah, cone doble queso.
Oh, yeah.
Queso.
Yeah, what was it that he
Nachos
ordered?
con doble
Yeah, nachos.
queso. Yeah.
With double cheese.
I love nachos.
So
Yeah,
I
all
don't
that was
know. I don't know how this works in your world,
Sure.
but do you? Is this like something you have to pitch to people?
Yeah, for sure.
How did that go? How did the?
I have an existing relationship with Theater 3. They've premiered a couple of things of mine over the years, and they did one of the shows, the one that Max mentioned, the Big Scary Animals. They did twice. Like, it went great the first time. They did it again a few years later. So I have kind of an open line of communication after having some positive experiences, So it's who you know in some of those ways to get it read and get thought about, But yeah, if you do I guess they trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But in general, you send stuff off to people. If you don't know them, you send it off, and it just sits on a stack. You never know if it's read or not, or
Kind of like the music business, really,
Yeah.
I mean, you can send your band demo everywhere in town, and will they actually sit down and listen to it? Or
no, they
throw
won't.
it in a well. Yeah. You might as well just throw it in the trash for them.
just drive by
Sometimes,
the building and throw it out the window?
Yeah.
All right. I should have asked this straight away, I think. Does this thing have a title yet?
Oh, yeah. The Trade.
The Trade.
The Trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
All right.
It's
It's
a
time for me to mention that
comedy
because
about
this
a
is Matt
tragedy.
Lyle, the author of The Trade. This is Max Hartman, who
My
is useful in many different ways to many different people, we have found.
Yep. Trying to
And
be.
we'll have a little bit more with them coming up in just a second. But right now, it is time for the dreaded and feared mid-show read.
Now this is going to be drama.
Yes, this is big, big drama. This depends on a properly functioning teleprompter.
Uh-oh.
What if I told you that let's say you're in pain, that you're roaming around this world in pain and you're uptight all the time and you hurt all the time, but you can't figure out why and you can't sleep or anything like that. Probably sounds like you're just about ready to kill yourself.
Oh my God.
What if I told you, though, that you could free yourself of all this pain, this anxiety,
all this
these
suicide.
sleepless nights, these suicidal thoughts, all the rest of it?
What are you doing?
And what if I told you you could do it naturally? Well, at the CBD House of Healing, they can help you out to this end because they carry only products from their lab. They are made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Their owner, who is also an RN, is not the kind who's going to run you in there, talk to you for a couple seconds, give you a couple gummies, and send you on your way. No, she wants to know what's going on. She wants to know how you're feeling and get to the bottom of why you're feeling it. And she's going to come up with something that works for you. The reason I know this is because I was in that same boat. I went there. They got me squared away. I do not hurt anymore. It's wonderful. Find your relief from the aches and pains, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online at cbddallas.com or in person. And grab a slushie while you're out there. They're at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 101 in Dallas, in the northeast quadrant of that burgeoning intersection of Northwest Highway and Plano Road. Begin your healing at the CBD House of Healing. And effective now, all vape products will be sold online only at cbddallas.com. Anything else here?
No. You crushed it.
All right. So
I don't want to kill myself anymore.
Yeah, I need
knowing there's hope
I
out
need
there.
some of that CBD. I think.
Man, sounds good.
We might not submit that one for
the
air
Obie
checks.
Awards.
Yeah.
Why not?
Daddy Awards.
Why
Don't
not?
worry about it.
I think that was very convincing.
You did
I
great.
thought so.
Yeah, it's high stakes, life
Yeah.
and death, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
really-
need this product or you're going to pass.
So did you have a lot of guys working with you in the writing of this?
Me and Matt, and then the folks at Theater 3 as we sent drafts, and feedback. So, handful of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually there's a pretty in the theater scene. There's kind of a bit of a reverence paid to the writers of the writers, and the director usually doesn't go, "Hey, I got an idea. How about this and that?" And it's at least there's still kind of a sense of other forms. It can be more mushy. The director is the writer, or because who directed this in this case?
I'm actually directing it. So
You're actually directing it, right? Okay.
So I can rewrite it as I go.
Okay, you can give yourself
we
notes.
write new jokes and new lines and stuff as we go.
Okay.
It has a little bit of a feel of like a sketch comedy.
Okay, so
stuff,
some of
like
the
a
actors
Second
maybe
City style.
contributed here and there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's parts where they improvise some, where they have like little sections where they can say whatever is working on that night.
Okay.
Do you write a lot of
surprise
stuff kind of on the fly like that, where it changes a lot and everything? I mean, I would think in your world that's just a part of doing business.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't really know how it's going to work out until it comes out of the actor's mouth that says it, and if it's not working, then if you have the freedom to do it, you do
That's
it.
a good thing about having the writer in the room is you can change
And
stuff.
as the writer, you have that freedom, don't you?
Because if the writer isn't around, if we just decided to do this play and they're not there to speak for themselves, then you kind of can't change anything.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. People do.
Theoretically,
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. People change your
Yeah,
play.
you just want it to work no matter what. So, yeah, I'm very flexible in that way.
I got to tell you, when I first read the story about this, my first reaction was, really, man? We're going to have a play about this?
Sure.
And, I'm kind of, I've reached a point of, I guess, acceptance of it all, I mean, it's the stupidest move I've ever seen any sports team make.
Yeah.
But still, it happened. And, now.
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, now we got to get on with this thing. Yeah. Cooper Flag is the new thing now.
Watch them trade him next year to the Lakers for Luka Doncic.
You better not start drinking beer.
I got to tell you, from the video I've seen so far, not bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to be good.
Not
Absolutely.
bad at all. Looks like a player. But anyway, that's for later on down the
good
line.
luck.
Yeah.
That was some tremendously good luck.
You think that was luck?
Nico. Oh, you think? Well, hey, maybe not. Maybe not.
We had Mark Cuban on a couple weeks ago, and he joked
Yeah.
that it was like that and $100 million.
Yeah. He joked. He joked.
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
We're having fun here.
Yeah, we're having fun.
You will never convince me that the fix was not in that night.
It feels like one for sure. I don't know how they would do it, but it feels like one. Yeah.
The cold envelope or whatever would they do with the Patrick
Yeah,
Ewing
it's the
one?
Patrick Ewing envelope. Yeah.
Cold envelope.
They have their ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over time, these ways have been pretty well documented. I guarantee you, in the NBA offices, there are people who are no strangers to some of these ways.
I just don't know how many people you have to keep in the loop and out of the loop to pull something like that off. If it is all shady and underground and underhanded, you know.
Apparently, it was literally just Nico, Palinka, and then
It's almost like
Jeannie
Truth is-
Buss and Dumont.
Truth is stranger than fiction or something, you know. Like only something this dumb almost has to be real, you know. Like, has to be like their real decision is like, yeah, we're gonna
God,
get rid of this millstone around our neck.
Right
This
when they were
Luka.
on the cusp, too.
Well,
That
he
was
just taken them to the finals the year before, right?
yeah.
Less than a year before.
Right?
Yeah. Just unfinished business. I
Yes,
guess.
it was.
I didn't
all
like him
just-
having that beer in the locker room or whatever. Remember they took the beer out of his hand and he was like, "What is?"
That's where the play starts.
As it
The
does.
beer
Really?
in the hand.
They
Yeah.
grabbed the beer out of his hand.
That's awesome.
There's
That's
like a
great.
scoreboard and there's some video stuff, you know. And
Did you,
it starts with the beer.
How do you
did you
deal
have to
with
get the club
basketball?
to cooperate with you?
No, it's like
question.
no. I mean, it's like it's parody, so it's like you were to watch them on Saturday Night Live or anything where you are
Making fun of people.
making jokes about
But I mean, did they
public figures.
Did they
and,
let you use the name the Mavericks in there, or do you use it, or
Mavericks? I think they're the Dallas Mavericks.
Mavericks.
okay, Mavericks?
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you do, you do.
Yeah.
I just wondered how.
But I
They
think
haven't
we're good.
contacted you
I
or
think we're
anything?
good. Oh no. I mean,
Did you talk with Skin at all? Did he ever get back in touch?
I've not heard from Skin. No.
That bastard.
I know.
Well, yeah, he said, I'll look into
I
this. And then,
drink his beer and everything.
Man,
Yeah,
I
man.
told you guys,
Skin?
you can't trust that guy.
Yeah.
You've always
I like
said
Skin.
that.
I have.
He's
I mean,
always
look,
Never-
you
never
hang
had a
out
good
with
word
him
to
if
say
you want
about
to,
him.
but I'm telling you, you can't trust that guy.
One of the most honest people you'll ever meet. Most upfront, explains everything about everything
Right.
that he's thinking.
correct.
But I think
You can't trust him.
He knows I'm kidding. I think.
Yeah. I think anybody who works for them, I mean, if they're getting a paycheck, I don't think they will be like, yeah, this is funny.
Covering
You know?
their butts.
Yeah. But like, the
I wonder if they're
fans and employees on the outside of it, or something. I'm sure they will see a lot of truth, in.
Well, and we have somewhat of a crossover of theater people that actually like sports in this town. There's like a bunch of fantasy football guys and a bunch of actor types that actually are into sports. A lot
Yeah.
of times these two worlds don't quite.
The Venn diagram,
Yeah, you
actually
know.
crosses over more than you think. Yeah.
You're like, oh, can we do this rehearsal another time? There's a Cowboy game at noon. And they're like, oh, the Cowboy game.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of making fun of being dumb because we like sports. But
Yeah, sports ball.
I say it's well-roundedness.
I think it's well-roundedness too.
Yeah.
You know? That's drama.
arts.
Sports is drama.
So, do you get to call the other guys by their real names and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So you got a guy playing Anthony Davis in there.
We do. Yeah, Anthony
he in
Davis
street
is
clothes?
represented, who I think is a great player, and I like Anthony Davis, but I also don't think he's a Luka Doncic level player. So
No, he's not Luka Doncic,
No.
but he's damn good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but rereading his interview from a few days ago, it's not necessarily Anthony Davis that's being portrayed. It's his hernia.
Yeah, his hernia makes a
His hernia as a character?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
a great
I wouldn't
bit.
say the hernia is a character, but the person
Okay.
has such a hernia that there's some mistaken identity. Perhaps he's a pregnant woman. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling. It's all from the side.
I'm so excited to see this.
Yeah. It will surprise you. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. None of it is straightforward, like just people sitting and talking. And yeah.
Boring.
Which I like it, but not everybody does.
That's another thing that I kind of had trouble getting my head around, What is this going to actually look like?
So Theater 3 is in the round, which is an arena setup.
It is kind of
There's
arena.
seating all the way around. There's tunnels to hide in after the fact. There's and it kind of looks like a basketball court. Like it's set up like a basketball court with a jumbotron and
All right.
the whole 9 yards.
You going to be nervous on opening night?
I am always, yeah. I'll have a few pops and maybe stand outside the theater.
Stand outside.
Yeah.
Lurk around in the lobby.
Man, if that was me, I don't know if I could watch it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for sure. But I mean, you've worked all that time on it and put so much into it. You might as well.
You're trying to pull for it too.
If it's not going, and if it's not going well, maybe I'll pop out. But that's I've never had one that I just couldn't watch or listen to. But I don't stick around much after it's open.
Yeah,
like I'll see opening night. I'll get the relief, and you're tired at the end of it because it's like a full-time job after your full-time job. If you're not doing it full-time, you've got 40 hours, 50 hours, or whatever for your regular job, and then you immediately eat McDonald's in the car on the way. On the way, I'm remembering, and then you.
What's wrong with that?
And then you start working again. Well, hey, that's all fine and good. That's just.
Then you end up fat Luka, and then you get traded.
Yeah, I definitely, and I really enjoy. I don't do a lot of rehearsal. I don't know what your relationship is to rehearsing. I know as a theater person and a
I haven't done it as much as I used to. I mean, that's for sure. I haven't been as busy. I enjoy it. It is strange to get back
being in the room.
Yeah. I like being in there.
It's hard for me to imagine Max rehearsing.
Yeah.
But then again, I went and saw him at Sweeney Todd.
Oh, yes.
And man,
Yeah.
he was unbelievable.
He's a badass.
That night. Unbelievable.
It
It was
was
incredible.
It was a strange experience seeing you out there. I've told you that before, but just somebody who knew that I knew you was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, Mike Rhyner's out there today," and I was like, "Wait, what? How'd you tell me that now? Shit! Got 5 minutes to go out here, and I have to go pretend like I'm not weirded out by Mike sitting there grinning at me and just looking like, like, wow, what is this?" Yeah. I'm like, I gotta stab this guy to death and.
Boy, the only thing that would have made that night better is for me to show up wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But it's just a mask of your face.
Mask.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I know. I got to, there's this movie thing tonight, and I have to go it's kind of a similar thing when you're watching yourself. Like, at least when you watch the play, you're not up there, but you're, but, so then I'm going to go watch this film and be like,
well,
I feel nervous.
Is this a film you're in?
Yeah, I'm in the film, and we have a premiere tonight at the Texas Theater. Not to steal your thunder.
No, well, you introduced.
But that
me to my new
is
friends here.
that's right. Yeah. But that's an interesting weird. Yeah, El Tonto.
Yeah, that's right. I think
Cristo.
that's where I think that's where we're going tonight.
Yeah, you're going to go check it out. All right. Well, then you'll see me as an archbishop, which is funny to me. I saw him laughing. Yeah, right. Me as an archbishop is very
Sweeney
strange.
Todd to archbishop.
That's right. That's range,
versatile.
baby. Range.
Wow.
He'll play anything.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, you got anything else we need to know about this, or anything that that you want to drop in that I didn't get around to here?
No, man. I'm excited for it to happen, and then I can go be at my house for a little while afterwards. After a month of just working my ass off putting it on. But we open October 13th, runs through November 2nd. It's at Theater 3, which is down in the Quadrangle. They've been there for 60 years.
Yes, they
They've
have.
had that
60
space
years.
for 60 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
kind of hidden away back in there. They built that big
that's a little
monstrosity building and everything on top of it, just about. But in the backside, you can come in from the back and you'll find it.
yeah. But
Yep. And you can do that too.
that's going out from the backside.
See,
There's some of that in the show too.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we have fun.
Well, thank you, boys, for dropping in. Matt Lyle, it's really
Thank
been
you.
nice to meet you. And
Thanks for
I
having us,
wish you
Mike.
very well with this.
Thank you.
and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, anytime that you want to.
Yeah, let's all go.
You can come every night if you want.
Party.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, just make a whole week out of that week.
Yeah. Absolutely. Please do.
Yeah.
All right. There he is, Matt Lyle.
Way to go, Matt.
Now, there is one more thing that I need to tell you, the YDC consumer, before you go. And that is that you can find all of our stuff on our Patreon page. All of our episodes are there. You can also find us on YouTube, Spotify. So listen, follow, share us on your social media. That means everything to those of us who swim in the waters of the podcast. And while we're at it, if you're feeling what we're throwing down, how about a nice review? If you're by the channel on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, help others find us by leaving a review. Thanks to Shoopy. Thanks to Ashley. Thanks to Becca. Thanks to Max. Thanks to Matt. Thank you guys for coming in here. I'm Mike. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.